What's up, coaster fans? Today's coaster review is for Twisted Timbers, a new for 2018 Rocky Mountain masterpiece. King's Dominion had been a long-suffering park over the last 8 years. I visited this park in 2008, and the only new coaster they had gotten in the past 10 years was Intimidator 305. Sure, it's a giga coaster, but one coaster in 10 years is a little rough. So unlike other RMC conversions, the park never announced that Hurler would be closed down. Following operation in the 2015 season, it never reopened in 2016, and people were just left to speculate whether it would be RMC'd, torn down, or possibly reopened for 2017. However, during Haunt in 2016, Hurler's tombstone popped up and its reopening was taken off the table. In the early months of 2017, RMC track was spotted at King's Dominion, and it was clear that the park would finally get a new coaster for 2018. On August 16, 2017, the official announcement was made that it would be called Twisted Timbers, themed to an unexplained disaster that hit Hanover Hill Orchard, and the ride is a tour through the previously forbidden area. Other than some loose theming in the queue, you really wouldn't know the theme unless you read about it. So the coaster opened to the public on March 24, 2018 to rave reviews, and I finally got to ride it on July 22nd. I was supposed to be at King's Dominion on Saturday, July 21st, but a nasty storm that slammed the entire East Coast made my drive from New Jersey miserable. What should have taken 5 hours ended up taking 9 hours. This storm hit King's Dominion hard too, and the park announced that they would be closing at 8 o'clock that day because of the weather. And we didn't arrive until 6:30 that evening. And even though the rain stopped, Twisted Timbers was closed down for the day, so we decided to skip Busch Gardens the next day and return to King's Dominion so that we could experience Twisted Timbers. The following day was rainy in the morning as well, but by the time the park opened, the rain had stopped and the park was empty. So we locked up all of our phones, keys, umbrellas, and everything else, since this is a ride that does not allow anything metal whatsoever into the queue, much like Steel Vengeance, El Toro, Cane to Cod, Joker, and probably a lot of rides in the future. But we didn't mind though, because Twisted Timbers was a walk-on and we got 6 consecutive rides. So how good is this RMC? You board the second generation RMC trains and make a right-hand turn out of the station up the lift. You dip to the right and then glide down the barrel roll drop,
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
which provides some nice hang time and some nice whip. Next is a quick pop of ejector air before the overbank that sends you into another quick bunny hop and into the signature part of this ride, which is the triple camelback. I am a huge fan of camelbacks for their strong, sustained ejector airtime, and having them back to back to back is amazing. This leads to another unique element and second inversion, which is a cutback. You head back towards the lift hill into 3 minor airtime hills before hitting 2 more that are a real gut punch, as they dip down deeper than the smaller ones before them, and the last one really gives a great head chopper effect. The next element is my favorite on this ride. It's an outward banked airtime turn. I'm not really sure what to call this, but it mimics Steel Vengeance's outward banked airtime hill, but just on a much smaller scale. The ride flings you out of your seat with the outward bank, and then it keeps you out of your seat by changing direction, so you're flying as this ride is dragging your body the other way. It's really great and a unique hidden gem of Twisted Timbers. Another strong airtime hill is followed by the final inversion. Then you hit 2 mini wave turns and then 2 more pops of airtime before sliding into the final brakes. Twisted Timbers is a relentless ride that focuses on airtime more than any RMC I can think of, including Steel Vengeance. This was built to be an absolute airtime machine, even with its 3 inversions. Because of that, I put it in the top half of the RMCs that I've ridden in the United States, ahead of Iron Rattler but behind Storm Chaser. One of the reasons for that is because despite the abundance of good airtime it has, it could be a little stronger. Storm Chaser's airtime is some of the strongest I've ever experienced, so it gets the slight edge over Twisted Timbers. So Twisted Timbers is not a top 5 RMC for me, but how does it rank among my top 50? I have it at number 14. This is an absolute home run for King's Dominion, and it gives the park one of the best 1-2 punches in the world. King's Dominion fans waited 8 years for a new coaster, but it was definitely worth the wait. Let me know what you think of this review and Twisted Timbers in the comments below. Also be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys all next time.